Alright, man, we back. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all something right quick. I'm finna go ahead and show y'all something. I'm gonna let y'all know something right now. When it comes to this interview, 607 unlocks death and destroys religion with Maverick. God is backdoor. Okay, now, y'all go to this interview and listen to the dude in the middle and listen to the dude on the left. I don't really know bro like that. I don't know what he talking about. But bro in the middle and they both got the right everything that they done said in this interview specifically. Everything they done said in this interview is literally on my channel. All you gotta do is go back through the videos. It's gonna take you some time. It's gonna take you some time. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take you some time. But listen to what they say in this interview specifically. I'm not gonna play no clip or nothing like that. But listen to what they say in this interview, and then go back through my videos. Everything they done said. This video came out what, a day ago. Everything they done said on this interview, is literally on my channel. They talked about Megan Thee Stallion in this interview. That's on my channel too. All of this is on my channel. Now, I'm gonna show y'all something else. When it comes to being a child of God, a child of the divine, a child of the cosmos, being connected to the sun and the moon, right? Right? Okay. My bounce video that I did this at the vape shop. But notice the colors. If y'all know about cosmic alignment, which is divine alignment, we on the same page, right? We on the same page. My messages come from up above. My strength comes from two places, above and below. So I'm able to articulate to you in this way. See, they trying to mess with, they already trying to mess with my throat chakra right now. They trying to mess with my tongue, make me stutter and all this other stuff. You feel me? But when it comes to the bounce song, which was on I think Step Up 2. You remember at the end with all the water and the rain and everything, and then Moose dancing in the rain and all that, how I'm connected to water as well. You feel me? Okay. You remember what I said in my last videos? This is like Wakanda and the water people coming together. You know what I'm saying? This is why I am here. I'm here to show y'all in real life, in real time. And this is divine timing. This ain't no man-made. Time doesn't exist. That shit is man-made. Before time was really constructed, they used to go off the shadow, the rocks. You know, the rocks that line up in a circle. They used to have to tell time by a shadow. So what that makes you ask, what is time really? Time is based off energy. When you do something, think something, and put it out, that is energy that you used to do whatever task that needed to be done. Now, that task can either have a good effect or a bad effect, depending on your intention. If you have good intentions, good after effect. Bad intentions, do I have to really explain that to y'all? So when it comes to me wearing this hoodie, that lets me know that somebody been trying to throw death magic at me as well. So every single time I had that hoodie on in the video, that means somebody was throwing death magic on me. But guess what? I'm finna show y'all something. While there's no literal Death Star space station like in Star Wars, some astronomical phenomenon, a theoretical concepts have been likened to it. A real-life equivalent could be a supermassive black hole with a powerful jet, or a star that can blast nearby planets with deadly radiation, according to YouTube video. Additionally, a moon-like Mimas has been jokingly called the real-life Death Star due to its resemblance, which really is not a joke. Scientists have discovered that certain supermassive black holes can emit powerful beams of energy, which they've compared to the planet-killing lasers of the Death Star. These black holes spin around and can point their beams at various objects in the cosmos, making them similar to the fictional space station in Star Wars, according to a news article. These massive hot stars can undergo a supernova explosion, blasting nearby planets with deadly radiation as described in a YouTube video. They are known for their intense radiation and are considered outlaws of the universe because they live fast and die young. The smallest major moon of Saturn, Mimas, is known for its large crater, Herschel crater, which gives it a similar appearance to the Death Star. Some theoretical concepts like the hypothetical star Nemesis, proposed to influence the Oort cloud, have also been compared to the Death Star in terms of their potential to disrupt planetary systems. While not a literal space station, some scientists have explored the possibility of developing directed energy weapons that could focus beams of energy on a target similar to the Death Star's super laser, according to news articles. Okay, the science fiction inspired weapon combines pulses of microwave radiation into a single powerful beam, just like the planet destroying lasers shown in Star Wars. In order to merge, the electromagnetic pulses must hit the exact same target within 170 trillionths of a second. Is the Death Star possible? Building? No. It says no. Building a Death Star-like object in real life is not currently possible with existing technology or resources. The Death Star, as depicted in stars, is an incredible large structure, 160 kilometers in diameter, that would require immense amount of energy and resources to construct and maintain. I think that's a lot. I think they already have that. That is a lot. Building a Death Star in real life will cost an estimated 852 quadrillion just for the steel. This is a figure that is significantly larger than the current global GDP. To put in perspective, this cost is roughly 13,000 times the world's annual economic output. Okay, where's the Death Star now? After a successful attack on the Death Star reactor during the Battle of Endor, the ruins of the destroyed battle station subsequently fell to the surface of the ocean. Moon Kefbar, or Kefbire, the Alliance fleet had also set up tractor beams and shields to protect the forest moon for debris. How many people survived the Death Star? They managed to defeat the forces of the Galactic Empire. Practically all Imperial personnel are killed. Almost all of the Empire's equipment, including the Death Star, is destroyed. The only survivor is Darth Vader, who participated in the battle as TIE Advanced X-1 fighter was damaged by Han Solo. Okay, did people live on the Death Star? Alright, yes, a large number of people, both military and civilian, lived on the Death Star. The Death Star was a massive space station with a population of approximately 2 million, including 1.7 million military personnel, 400,000 maintenance droids, and 250,000 civilians. These civilians included contractors and catering staff. The Death Star had its own city, Death Star City, which housed the enlisted members and civilian contractors. Now, it's like this. Now I'm finna show y'all something else.
Read that yet? I won't. Man, or you think you can still handle my job?
Oh God, like for real. Like, this is for real. See, they want to misconstrue and fabricate the information, bro. I had certain things happen to me that wasn't even supposed to happen to me. There was something that happened to me about a couple years ago when I went. It's like, I remember I was in the Jeep, right? I was smoking, right? I was smoking, and it had nothing to do with that. Next thing you know, it was like this force that hit me. Like, it was like boom. Like, I feel like that was a direct energy weapon that was literally supposed to like kill me. It didn't have nothing to do with what I was smoking. As soon as I heard this interview about them directing energy weapons towards a certain target, you don't think they already know who you are before you actually come into fruition to what you're supposed to be doing. You don't think they already know who you are. Alright? It was just a force that went boom. You know what I'm saying? And after that, like, my body went into like some type of like, I don't know what it was, but I was scared. It had nothing to do with the smoke, I promise you. But it threw my body into I don't know, it was a different type of feeling. It wasn't normal. When I heard this interview, when he talked about how they direct, they have like, he said something in this interview, Spiritual Bird. He said something about, in this interview, about like how they have like a, what's it called, like a heart attack gun, right? Soon as it hit me, boom, like my heart started beating fast and stuff like that. But it was like I survived through it, and it just go back and watch this interview and see what they talking about, and then go back and look through my channel. You'll see how this all adds up. And when I say every single time you see me with this hoodie on in my channel, throughout the process, that's how many times people been trying to throw death magic at me so I wouldn't expose the truth. They trying to play with my life. I should be protected at all costs, to be honest. The owl has wisdom, you feel me? Which is a bird. Go back through my channel now. We all know what I'm talking about. You understand and understand? You feel me? Like, as I said, this ain't aggression, this is progression. They trying to say I got, you know, some type of mental disability. They even trying to mess with my love life. They over here trying to say I got an STD and all that stuff, just because I have overcame a lot of distractions. When you break away from something that is supposed to keep you bound, you understand me? You start seeing stuff differently, real differently. You start seeing the setups, the patterns, the synchronicities. You start seeing how things are being controlled in people and also in the whole world. There's layers to this. There's layers. That's the reason why I don't really trust anybody for real like that. Because I don't know if you have good intentions or bad intentions when it comes to my life, because I've been crossed over so much. Boy, it's so much to it, because they already know I know too much. They already know. And all I ever try to do was show love. Even when I was naive, I was just showing love willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody, you know, can get my energy or whatever. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? But now, like, I understood and understand that, like, when it comes to your own energy, it's really something that you have to, like, value. You have to really value that. And I had to value my own aura, my own essence, my own all of that, because I knew something was up when it came to my life and what they was trying to do, how they was trying to direct certain things, how they was trying to send death magic to me, how they was trying to send me Smex magic to me, how they was trying to send all of this different things, just doing all willy-nilly, because they know if it's like exposing the truth. You have to relearn everything, and there's a lot of people that don't want to do that. It's a lot of people that don't want to have to drop everything that they ever learned and have to relearn. They don't want to think that it was a setup. They don't want to think that they have been lied to all their life. There's a lot of people like that. People are being controlled, you feel me, through all types of different things. And it mainly has to do with your brain and your eyes and your private parts. And it also has to do with your insides. It has a lot to do with it. We're not just, it's like this, right? When it comes to melanin, have you ever noticed when you sweat or whenever the sun hits your skin, most melanated beings, their sun is shiny. It's shiny. What else is shiny? Stars. What else is shiny? Crystals. What else is shining when the water hits it? I mean, what else is shiny when the sun hits the water? What else? What does it show? It shows like little crystals in the water. When you sweat, when the sun hits your skin, it shows like little crystals on your hands and on your body and stuff like that. When you shiny, because of that melanin. What is a crystal? A rock, right? The sun has energy. The moon has energy. Now, what you do under the moon, you either can be doing something with bad intentions, or you can be doing something with good intentions. Also the same thing for the sun. And also the other planets hold energy as well throughout the solar system. That's why they say it's good to have your solar plexus balanced. Chakras, yoga. See, that's why the whole hospital game is messed up too. And the whole herbal game is messed up too. That's why there's so much wrong with it's like this. It's frustrating, but at the same time it makes sense to me, because I know it opened my mind to the truth. All I had to do at the beginning of my process was sit back, smoke, learn, read, and use my intuition. You feel me? And then learn where things come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know I have Egyptian blood. I already know I have Indian blood. And there's other lineages that I'm connected to that's backing me that I don't even really know that too much about. But I know based on my movements and the way that I operate, I'm too cold. I'm too cold, for real. Like, even in this thing right here, he talks about Antarctica, right? Where was Avatar the Last Bender at? Unfroze, and he busted about that big globe, that big snow globe, basically. It looked like Antarctica, right? There's a lot of truth, the melanated community, that we're not aware of, because you know what they want us to focus on? Money. That's all they want you to focus on. That's all they want you to focus on. They don't want you to go within and find the truth. They don't want you to look to God and get the messages and get the signs. The same things that they deem demonic is the same things that will make you understand and understand that was a setup, so you won't know yourself, so your identity will be stolen, so they can just wipe your memory from everything that happened to you as a child. But I'm telling you, the more you go within, you'll start remembering things. You'll start reflecting. It'll be like I'm basically a mirror for a lot of other people that don't want to face. Just like when you by yourself and you look in the mirror, that's basically God looking back at you, because we all have God within us. But this is a simulation made based on man-made time. But once you break out of the simulation, you start seeing divine timing. You start seeing synchronicities. You start seeing the truth. Basically, my channel is literally like the Bible, but there's also things missing in that. But there's also people that can decode the Bible and break it down in a whole nother perspective, you know? So me having that understanding that can actually happen to other people, not just me. I'm not the only one that has had a spiritual awakening. There is so many of us, and we go through death, rebirth, death, rebirth, death, rebirth. We go through a lot of that, and then it's painful, because we learn that there's a lot of stuff that is a lie, and people try to hide these truths and be doing black magic in the background behind closed doors, directing it to these divine beings that actually they know that if all divine beings come together as couples or groups or anything like that, they know how powerful and how it will overpower any false narrative that has been trying to be pushed. You understand? Like, this is for real. Basically, if you are a child of God, you are also a child of the cosmos, because God also made space. But they tried to manipulate that. That's why God's coming through and is changing a lot of things. That's why Mother Gaia is coming through and changing a lot of things. This is why this is happening. This is why so much information is being pushed out right now. They're not going to keep lying about melanated beings. They're not going to keep lying about me. They're not going to keep lying about none of this. Go back and watch this. Go back and watch this interview. And when it comes to this too, this is just a little bit extra. I grew up off of I grew up off dance movies too. I'm talking about Step Up, all the Step Ups. Honey, Stomp the Yard, Breaking 1 and 2, which both of them was called in Breaking, the two partners, what they called, Turbo, Ozone, what else? Save the Last Dance. Was it called Bring the Noise? I think that was another dance movie. It was called something Noise. Man, there's so many dance movies that I hadn't watched. But y'all get what I mean, bro. I have watched every dance movie that you could probably think of that has been like made. You feel me? So, oh yeah, Kicking It Old School. There's so many. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, bro. I hope y'all understand exactly what I'm talking about and understand exactly what I'm talking about, bro. I'm just saying, they try so much, they do try to do so much, they defame, they like, when it comes to spiritual beings, basically, if they can manipulate the masses to go against you and not do their own research, and not, that's what makes everything push and pull and be misconstrued and all this other stuff, and have just everybody has a misunderstanding. You get what I'm saying? Do your own research for real. Like, really pay attention to how things are set up. Really think deep about it. You feel me? Don't just go off of what somebody else say. Do your own research as well, and you'll really get the confirmations. Because what's so crazy about lining up your DNA and your chakras and stuff like that, you'll realize you're not just from, you don't have just one lineage. You have more than one. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those that have more than one, based on when I even look back on what I grew up on, movies and all that other stuff. I knew that the way like I thought and the way that I did things, I knew I had more than one lineage. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like they want you to be more focused on struggle and money and fighting with your brothers and sisters, and that's why I just took a step back from all of everything, because of the fact that I have love for these people regardless of if they don't understand me or understand me. I don't really care what they be throwing. I just know I understand myself and what I want to do, and I'm not letting no divine child of God not understand that this shit is fake. And they know they lying to y'all, bro. They know they lying, and they know they lying on me. They know whatever I'm saying is true. I'm over here predicting shit and everything. See y'all in the next one. Love y'all. 144 stand up.